So look at this question. What do you think about the ban on ordinary? First of all, there is no ban on ordinary. Nigeria Constitution says that I'm free, you're free to worship and to believe in whatever you believe. So far that your belief does not, take human life, there is a restriction. You don't overdo it. You don't kill people. There is a restriction. So our constitution says that I am free to believe in whatever I want. I want to believe in stone. I am free. If I want to believe in chair, I am free. So because of our constitution permits me to believe in whatever without discrimination, it makes it impossible because the Nigerian constitution trumps state laws. So because Nigerian constitution says that I am free to believe in whatever, I am free to believe and practice my ordinary. But there are Soludo placed bans on certain practices. On certain practice, I think the first one they said, but it's not that he placed a ban on the performance of oral meeting, but rather they are talking about the environmental issue not there, which is that these days people pack up different plastics, different items, different food wraps, and they pour them inside the water. And if we now look at how our ancestors performed Olumide, this is not how they did it. Our ancestors did not go around pushing plastics and killing animals inside the water, inside the streams. Because I went to perform sacrifice one day, went to the river, and I saw the head of a ram. And I'm like, what is this? This is nonsense. This is not how it is done. So if us that are practicing ordinarily have refused to create laws, then the government, they are right to create laws and place some sort of restrictions that are going to guide us. Even the performance of Ajoboruzo that we see will come to like a major federal road, and you're seeing heaps and heaps of animal carcasses and wrapped black cloths in tradition, and all those things that I saw. In a developing country, these things are not supposed to be done this way. Rather, I believe that it is now for us in the modern to come together to bring in, let's say, can raise a monument. I would say, if you want to perform a road sacrifice, this is where you do it. If you want to perform a water sacrifice, this is where you do it. You don't soil or destroy the water and our environment, because our ancestors were environmentalists. They believed in the preservation of their environment. So this is what occasionally I say, they'll go to the water, they'll clean this, they'll come to the stream, they'll clean the stream, they'll come to the streets, they will clean up those places. Everybody will come out and clean it, but nobody does it. So what we see here is if wanting to perform water rituals, India, you pack your yamanema igui inside the water and you go. It is not done that way now. It is not done that way. So why won't there be a restriction? Now, for telling Dibias to, identify themselves and register, you see, back in the day, you don't hide to perform your Dibia. Everybody knows that you are a Dibia. Everybody, your family people will know. Because Asia Fakego, so everybody knows in a role of Dibia. And the reason why they're doing it that way is that if there is a problem, if you're doing nonsense, the shame will be on your family. So so if people are hiding under, hiding under this Amaron, nobody knows, nobody identifies, nobody has like a certificate or anything. It is going to be prone for scammers because it is too much. It is too much. It is too much. So it should be called because it is now too much. We now have scammers. We now have thieves and kidnappers parading as in Dibia because different places, like one place of Lady Demolish recently, I saw a shrine there. And I was wondering, how? Now we understand that that camouflage that I am a moment and I am more than a concept. We know. But there is a need for every Libya to be identified. And it is not even a new thing. They have a certificate. My uncle was a Libya. In his shrine, there was a certificate of what he was doing. I think all these herbalists, I think they have like a guide or a guild. So they register because back in the day, in a young world, you will come and say they will test you. They will ask you questions like, what are you going to give that person? They will text you, they'll put you to test. The same thing within the normal Dibia, they will also put you to test. In our Bafa, they would, so it is not even a new thing that Soludo is doing. But I'm not ignorant because I know that this is going to create a system of abuse. This thing that he said, even if the intention is a Christian, I don't think his intention is in the right place. But let's say that the intention is, his intention is right. There is going to be an abuse of this. it will now be an excuse for extortion by security personnel. It's going to be they're going to extort people and they're going to use it to harass people, especially when if you're a security personnel and you're a staunch Christian, they will see it as an avenue to extort people and to harass people. So, in as much as Soludo is putting in this law, he should also try his best to put in a panel that is going to observe these people and make sure that our fundamental human rights as traditionalists is not abused because it is very much susceptible to be abused. The abuse is there. It has always been there. Now it is going to increase. So generally, I don't have an issue with the law that Soludo has put in place because Olugo, it is time because it is going to help to eliminate the abuse and inaction already. Because if we don't curb these things now, it is going to escalate and become a problem. So Soludo, I don't know if he's a Christian, so but I just want to believe that his mind is in the right place. Because this is something I've actually it's something I've had like so many discussions with people. How can we put this thing? How can we put checks and balances? Because the abuse are the good there. So I'm not surprised. So in my own honest view, this is the right move. It is the right move. You know, curtail the excesses. So in the way they did and they did and there's one in about everywhere, left and right. But now it is too much. So in my own honest opinion, it helps to curb the abuse. But he should also set up a panel to an oversight panel that is going to be responsible to responding to issues of extortion and harassment because everybody should have the right to believe in what they want to believe and to practice their beliefs without being abused, without being harassed, and without living in constant fear, like I said.